Motherhood is the hardest role. With these words, Song Hye-kyo has once again touched the hearts of millions, sparking a global wave of admiration and discussion. Known for her elegance, beauty, and incredible acting talent, she is no stranger to making headlines. Yet this time, it wasn't about a drama role, a red carpet appearance, or even a relationship rumor. Instead, it was her deeply emotional and vulnerable interview where she opened up about motherhood, its challenges, and its true meaning. Fans across the world were left moved, with many saying that this may be one of the most powerful and relatable interviews she has ever given. And it raises the question, why did these words strike such a chord with so many people? Song Hye-kyo's statement hit home, because it reminded everyone that no matter how glamorous or untouchable a celebrity may seem, they too carry thoughts, emotions, and reflections that resonate with the most human of experiences. Motherhood, often described as one of the most rewarding yet difficult journeys in life, is something that transcends fame and wealth. It is a universal role that millions of women experience, and by describing it as the hardest role, Song Hye-kyo has bridged the gap between her world of stardom and the everyday struggles of countless mothers. Isn't it remarkable how just one honest line can create such a deep connection? Fans immediately took to social media after the interview, flooding timelines with messages of support, admiration, and even their own stories. Many mothers echoed her words, saying that motherhood is indeed a role filled with sacrifice, patience, and endless challenges that often go unnoticed. Some fans expressed gratitude to Song Hye-kyo for shedding light on a topic that isn't always openly discussed in the entertainment industry, where celebrities are often expected to maintain an image of perfection. Others pointed out that her willingness to speak so openly shows her strength, authenticity, and compassion. And you have to wonder, isn't that why so many people admire her, not just as an actress, but as a woman who isn't afraid to be real? What makes this moment even more powerful is the timing. In an era where discussions about family, balance, and identity are more important than ever, Song Hye-kyo's candid words serve as a reminder of the challenges women face in juggling roles, whether as mothers, professionals, daughters, or partners. She has always been admired for her ability to portray strong, led characters on screen, but in this interview, she revealed something even deeper: her understanding of the strength required for real-life roles that demand constant love and resilience. Doesn't it make you respect her even more when you realize she sees beyond her own fame to highlight the struggles of others? The praise she received was overwhelming, with countless fans saying her words made them reflect on their own lives and the lives of their mothers. Some younger fans admitted that they gained a new appreciation for their parents after hearing Song Hye-kyo's emotional reflections. Others wrote that they were inspired to show more gratitude to the women who raised them, realizing that the sacrifices of motherhood often go unnoticed and unacknowledged. And that's the power of her statement. It wasn't just a comment, it became a spark for conversations about love, sacrifice, and appreciation. Now, here's something to think about. If you had the chance to sit with Song Hye-kyo and share your own story about your mother, what would you say? Would you tell her how hard your mother worked to raise you? Would you open up about the sacrifices she made for you to succeed? Or would you simply say thank you for reminding you to cherish the person who gave you unconditional love? Imagine how meaningful it would feel to be able to connect with her through such a personal and universal topic. Song Hye-kyo's interview also highlights the way she continues to use her platform for more than just promoting dramas or endorsements. Over the years, she has spoken about topics that matter: beauty standards, personal growth, and now, the struggles of motherhood. This willingness to go deeper has solidified her reputation not just as an actress, but as a voice of empathy and wisdom. Her words often reflect maturity and understanding, and this latest emotional interview only adds to her legacy. Fans often describe her as someone who is graceful not only in appearance, but also in character. Doesn't it seem like she carries a rare balance of vulnerability and strength that makes her so easy to admire? But why exactly is motherhood considered the hardest role? Perhaps it's because it is a role with no script, no breaks, and no easy answers. A mother is expected to be strong and nurturing, to carry responsibilities, and to give love endlessly, often putting her own needs aside. Song Hye Kyo's words reflect the truth that this is not just a role, it's a lifetime commitment, one that requires emotional resilience, patience, and sacrifice that many people may not fully recognize. By calling it the hardest role, she gave honor to mothers everywhere who carry the weight of love and responsibility every single day. Her emotional honesty has also sparked conversations beyond her fan base. Parenting forums, family blogs, and even mainstream media outlets have picked up her quote, amplifying its reach. Many are praising her for speaking words that reflect the silent struggles of so many women. Isn't it beautiful when a celebrity's message transcends their industry and becomes something larger, something that resonates globally with people from all walks of life? That's the kind of impact Song Hye Kyo has always had, and this moment is no different. What's interesting is that Song Hye Kyo didn't just stop at acknowledging the difficulty of motherhood. She also emphasized the strength of love and resilience it requires. Her tone in the interview wasn't one of complaint, but of recognition and respect. She acknowledged the beauty in the struggle, and that's what moved so many listeners. Fans described her words as emotional, but also empowering, reminding everyone that even the hardest roles can also be the most meaningful. Doesn't that make you reflect on your own life and the roles you've seen others play with quiet strength? For Song Hye Kyo, whose personal life has often been under the spotlight, her ability to speak about such a universal truth also shows her growth and maturity. It reminds fans that beyond the glitz and glamour, she has insights into the realities that affect everyday people. That relatability is part of why she has remained so beloved for decades. She may be a global superstar, but at her core, she speaks words that touch the heart in the simplest, most genuine way. And perhaps that's why so many fans are calling this interview one of her most inspiring moments. Now, let's turn the spotlight back to you. If you had to describe motherhood in just one word, what would it be? Would it be sacrifice, strength, love, patience, or maybe all of the above? Take a moment to reflect, because that's exactly what Song Hye Kyo's words are inviting us to do, to think about the roles we sometimes take for granted and to give them the recognition they deserve. In the end, Song Hye Kyo's emotional interview has earned wide praise not because she said something shocking or sensational, but because she said something real, something heartfelt, and something universally true. By calling motherhood the hardest role, she honored mothers everywhere, sparked conversations about love and sacrifice, and reminded fans that even the most glamorous stars see the world through a lens of humanity. Her words will undoubtedly be remembered as a defining moment, not just in her career, but in the way she continues to influence and inspire her audience. So the next time you hear her name, you won't just think of the dazzling actress from countless iconic dramas, you'll think of the woman who used her voice to honor the hardest and most important role of all. And that, more than anything, is why Song Hye Kyo's emotional interview is earning endless praise and admiration.